taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Powell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
One, ready? 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here we go, here
now
we go.
A 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Floyd. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Gun
Here comes third and the length of the football.
11 MT tight.
Here they'll give him a... Caught it up! Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Shut up. 60 bison, 60 bison.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Ravens in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And Howe will throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Up the middle with Booker. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And complete to Drake London. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Ravens 0.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On the draw, it's Booker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down and 4.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
11 Thomas.
They'll run on first down. Floyd. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
11 Thomas.
So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Gun.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow on comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Here comes third and about a foot. Throwing here, Howell. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Burrow will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. He's on his way.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
60 Eagle.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down. Here's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
On second down, Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to run now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down now. It's Floyd. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down, Howell now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll come out in the pistol.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
70 Lions. 18 Rock. 18 Rock.
Now Howell. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something... And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Inside the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Howell now to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Howell, 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's...
There he goes, right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go with Booker up the gut. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now and 17-10. So the fumble recovery had him set up at ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one, tell me once, you know.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He finds his man complete. It's Sharp. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals 2-yard line.
Cook. And a nice job of break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. On the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Tucker's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful run.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now Burrow changing the look.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Floyd. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
Here we go.
He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
11 MT take. 11 MT take. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
11, 11, 11.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
I'm one, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Gun.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Get set. 11. 11. Stop.
They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And some room to maneuver. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing here, Howell. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Let's go now.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. I'd tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded,